Take one last look at her, because after today, it's never gonna be the same. I promise you that. Now guys, if you're looking closely, you can see all this yellow stuff. For some reason in Virginia, we get lots of pollen. So yes, my white truck looks a little yellow. Now my daily needs an attitude adjustment, and that starts with the altitude. So today, we're gonna put that 6-inch rough country lift on my 21 Chevy Silverado. It's gonna look awesome. I can't wait. So what's in the box? Let's see what's in the box. Box number 1, the heaviest box, which I kind of figured. These would be the lifting blocks for the rear. Heavy stuff. See, this stuff's quality because check all this out. I mean, they take the time to put it in all this little styrofoam so it doesn't get screwed up. Guess this is the picture that's supposed to look like, but hey, mine is gonna look a lot better than that because I have rims for it coming as well. And the guide to buy some more stuff. So those are my rear shackles, I'm sorry, rear U-bolts, and yep, actually shackles. Actually, that's the shackle. And my blocks. And box number 2 looks like that's my front differential drop mounts. Skid plate. But I think I'm gonna need to customize that a little bit. I just can't have just the RC showing. Might have to put like gas, diesel, garage across the top possibly. And there's more stuff. It was 6-inch lift block for the front struts, or front shock mounts if you will. And I think I got some shocks in here too. Yep, there's some shocks. And my new spindles. Man, look how pretty. Woo, boy. And the final box, and another spindle. Now that we unboxed all of that stuff and made sure everything was there, now we can put this thing in the air, start taking all this stuff apart. Now, so I don't make this video very long and boring, because there's plenty of videos in there that teach you how to put a 6-inch lift on a Silverado, but what I'll do is I'll point out all the things that need to come off and be put back on, okay? Now, like I said, all of this has to come down. I mean, everything. The spindles, because those are getting replaced with the bigger spindles. Those right there. And you see the spacer there, or block, whatever you want to call it. Those go up here to put that space for the drop for the strut to come down. And yeah, let's just get started. Okay, now that I got the spindles swapped out, like I said, this spindle here is getting swapped out for this mega spindle right here. All right, and we got the left side off. Now that I got the dust shields out of the way, and I can't believe they made these things out of plastic. It's ridiculous. Anyways, got the spindles out, got the struts out. Now I gotta take the lower control arms out. I gotta take them bolts out right there, and right there, because we're getting ready to put this baby in right there. Now I know the directions say you have to take the differential out to be able to cut this thing off. I don't do that. I leave that differential in as long as I possibly can. And if you got a lift, hey, I can just put my pull jack under there and hold it up if I need to, and then I can move it up and down as I please. So there's no reason I'm gonna sit there and take out the differential. Let's get to cutting. Having access to a lift and a transmission jack makes all the difference when doing a lift kit on these big old trucks. Yes, Rough Country puts it in their directions to take the whole differential out, but I don't do that because, like I said, I like to make things easier because I want to start rolling. But next thing is, got to put my drop brackets in. I hate you, FedEx. Especially in times like this. I need my rims so I can complete my truck. Got done with the lift kit. Now I need to put my custom rims on there, because once you put this 6-inch rough country lift on a Chevy, you're not going to be able to put your stock ones back on because the way that the lift is made. This kit is made for rims for offset rims. That makes sense, because once you try to go and put your stock wheel back on, it's going to hit that tie rod right there. Unless you go with like 24s or something, it won't hit. But see, I'm still running my 20s, so yeah, 20s are not going to fit unless I have some offset rims, which they are coming hopefully tomorrow.
I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. Anxiety, filling up every space, no privacy, and silently, it could build and build until you finally see, whoa, it's taking over, damn no closure, moving closer. No exposure, I just wanna be a loner. Some can't stay sober, looking over all their shoulders, like moving boulders just to get out of the home. It sucks, I've had enough, I don't wanna feel the stuck under the rug, all my problems that I shove. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I got nightmares in my head, I fear that the thoughts build up until I can't hear, that my mind fills up into a creature, and it haunts me somewhere much deeper. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. I've been feeling weird, I can't seem to focus good enough, nothing's really clear, sometimes it could be a little tough. I just need to feel like the end's in sight for me, but let's be really real, anxiety can foggy all this stuff. It sucks when you finally feel like giving up. Oh God, no luck, everything feels like you're sticky stuck. I'm lost, handcuffed to the bed where I sleep, don't give a fuck, can't stop, unplug.